no separation, need no conversation, nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going 0 to 100, nah, nah. Right, and wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking you too long. Right before I decide to go. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve from me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve from me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded. Hold me, hold me. You hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve from me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Act like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve from me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life, I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded.
Shay, don't with me. Don't with me. Okay. Don't with me unless you ready for this problem. Mama always taught me you don't start those, you solve them. Finish them, they wobbling. Okay, chill, they falling. Then get off, or I'm a prophet. Don't take, won't harm. Can't take the play, don't you jump in this ball pit. Used to work out Harbor Freight, but now this my office. Can you believe they pay me all this money just to talk? Look, I'm vibing, look, we mobbing. All in got timing, what? I'm shining. On these records, this ain't silver, it's white gold. Wait till I get them diamonds, it's gonna be a chokehold. K.O. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the food that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges. So who the I look like if I slow up now? Talking out that neck, but calm that down. Used to let that slide just to keep folks around. Now I keep in my bag in case they get loud. We pipe that smoke down. Don't get me rowdy. These can't rap with me. Say they proudly. Bad Mike Lowry. Serving face in season. I even brought my Lowrys. They like my little voice. They think they sweet. They think they gon' beat this little caramel. Well, I'm the new age Eve. Forbidden gems up my sleeve next to that. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the food that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges.
Oh watching faults or mishaps. We from the Bronx, New York, things happen. Kids clapping, love to spark the place. Half the cats in the squad got a scar on their face. It's a cold world and this is ice. Half a meal for the charm, brother, this is life. Got the phantom in front of the building, Trinity, yeah. 10 years been legit, they still figure me bad. As a young, was too much to cope with. Why you think the BX nickname it Cook? Should have been called, or maybe I did it all, I put the pieces to the puzzle. Just as long I knew me and my people was gonna bubble. Came out the gate on some flojo. Back brother with the logo kid. Said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Lean back, come on.
R to the easy, M to the wizard. My arms stay breezy, stay fizz. I got a date at 8, I'm in the 740 fizz. And I just bought a bike so I can ride till I with a matching jacket. About to cop me a mansion. My squad in the club, but you know they not dancing. We gangsta and gangsters don't dance with boogies. So never mind how we got in here with hoodies. Listen, we don't pay admission and the bouncers don't check us. And we walk around the metal detectors. And it really ain't a need for a VIP section in the middle of the dance floor. Reckless, check it, steady. Like my necklace started relaxing now. That's called a chain reaction. See, money ain't a thing. We still the same. Flows just changed. Now we about to change the game.
Said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. Now we living better now, coochie sweater now. When that G4 can fly through any weather now. See, haters get tight with.
Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here we can check out the story for Jaden McDaniels.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the center position. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Here's Randall. Drives to the hoop, and it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
Here's Brown. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. It's Brown on the wing. Launches it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just pick the worst time to do it.
Boston on offense. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, surprised to split the season series.
Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh! Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Edwards. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now Brown. Outside White. He takes it in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Brown doesn't hold the ball. He moves it quick. This is about team scoring, not himself.
First quarter, just over a minute played. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derrick White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. B.A.?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Walsh. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Walsh. Right side Brown. Outside White. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Shot from 12. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The first one falls. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
That one's no good. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game now.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside White. Launches it. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 7.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brown passes to Keita to the wing, right side. The 3 ball. And Brown gets the 3. 5 points in the game.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Celtics trail by 7. Brown scanning the floor. 11 feet out, and the jumper is good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. The drive by Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
This is the energy Randall provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. Here's Walsh. Misses the 3. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by 7. Randall got a hand on it. Pritchard with it. To the inside. Here's Brown. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Check it out, the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been scorching the Nets from Reigns the last 10 games. The Celtics, 3rd.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Edwards. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Brown with it, now guarded by McDaniels. A good look from Brown. And Boston again with the bucket.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Walsh from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Oh! Wow! Unreal! That's what they came for.
Wow. Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Pritchard against DiVincenzo. Shot from the wing. Pritchard, no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. He was a beast in the college range too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Pritchard, the pass to White. Back to Pritchard. The three is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Minnesota leading by 8. It's Edwards with a drop. Okay, knockout!
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And here's Brown for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Randall with the jam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Brown passes to White. Here's Walsh. And it's off from three-point range.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you guys.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
McDaniels. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Celtics trail by 16. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Controls the rebound and the putback.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Minnesota leading by 14. Randall finds McDaniels. Shoots over Brown. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one. So it's Boston now. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
And that's not by accident. I like how they didn't settle. They were attacking, putting pressure on the D.
Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Nas Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 16-point game. Here's Conley. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw drops for Conley.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Pass to Walsh. Pritchard surviving the D. There's the drive. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Here's Keita, defended by Gobert. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards for three. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Pritchard, coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. Outside, Brown takes the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now Brown, 11 points in the game. To the middle. White against Edwards. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
The Timberwolves lead by 22. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. 22 points for Anthony Edwards.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Now here's Pritchard, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Pass to White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Conley goes in. Yes, it's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And the Celtics shooting 44% to start this ballgame. Left side Pritchard from behind the arc. McDaniels with the rebound.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
19-footer. And Pritchard pulls it down. A minute 39 left in the first. And there's the rejection. Conley looking for an opening. Over White. Boston pulls it in. Outside Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. Reed in the post. And he buries his first look.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pritchard with it. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Minnesota with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. .58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Shireman. Simons has the open look. Nails the 16-footer.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Dillingham. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Shireman. Always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw drops for Conley. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simons. Goes back up. And no problem from Boucher as he finishes at the rim.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
The Timberwolves lead by 22. And here's Dillingham from the arc. He drops it from range. Dillingham's got 5.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Boston shooting at 45% of the game so far. On the court right now for the Celtics. Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser. And here's Boucher. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
The Timberwolves lead by 23. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Nice move. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Yeah, nice control by Simons. Stopping on a dime, getting it to fall.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Shoots from the baseline. And that one's good from Conley. He's got 10. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Simons outside. 4-3. He buries it from 3. Simons got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is why you want Simons on the floor. I mean, he can really stretch it.
Here's Conley. 10 points for him. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. And he converts the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And Minnesota with possession here. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Reed, good.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
He's guarded by Conley. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Pass to Dillingham. The baseline J. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Puts up a 3. Randall pulls down the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Minnesota again with a bucket.
And when he's in the zone, it's very hard to slow down Julius Randle on the offensive end. I mean, he's got serious power to his game.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Timberwolves, currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Outside White. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Clark. Boston with a rebound. Here's White. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Detroit.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Count it. Good. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. Simons deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Out to the right wing. Here's Dillingham. Gets a hand on it. Here's Reed. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Down low. Here's Tillman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Dillingham. And the Celtics also making a change. Cadiz checked in for Tillman. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Gobert on the high post. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Cash money from 16 feet away. And that's now 6 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, "My goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender." Guys, back over to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. White with it. He's picked up by Conley. There's Simons with a three. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Timberwolves lead by 22. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Here's Edwards.
Oh! Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Boston has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Pass to Simons. To the paint. Here's Walsh. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And here's Conley. He's covered by Simons. Edwards against White. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Conley. Edwards has got 6 points in the quarter. Now Simons, 12 points for him. Pass to Walsh. Now White. Simons outside. Six on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Here's Keita. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Shot on the wing. Off the left rim and out. And for the Celtics, they're shooting around 60% in the second. An excellent number. Right, good. Minnesota leading by 20. Outside Conley. Shoots over Pritchard. The shot by Conley. No good. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. And the jam by Brown.
That's you on defense there. You can't give Brown this much room for takeoff or it's going to be a problem.
And Minnesota with possession here. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Pritchard, no good.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Brown. McDaniels, that's good. And that's now 8 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Keita, defended by Gobert. Keita gets the bucket.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Edwards can't hit. Celtics trail by 18. Right side, White. Up and in on the layup. White's got 7 now in this quarter.
At point blank range, oh yeah, you're not missing from there.
Here's Conley. He's got 10. McDaniels inside, defended by Brown. McDaniels, that's good.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And so it's Boston with it. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
The Timberwolves lead by 15. Pass to Conley, and here's Edwards. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And when it comes to getting high percentage looks, here are the big men who know how to get it done. Rudy Gobert on top.
Every team in this league wants a guy like him. A big who scores at an efficient clip. What an asset to have.
And Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Julius Randle, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Brown passes to Queta. Nice ball movement by Boston. And again, Boston with the triple.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Right side, Reed. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's White. 13 points in the game. That's tipped and stolen by Edwards. Edwards on the move, and Edwards slams it in.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Celtics trail by 16. Hauser outside. Edwards against White. Outside, Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nas Reed. That's his first foul of the game. here's Hauser. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pritchard gets it to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Pritchard with it. He's got 6. To the inside. Here's White. White coming through.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
The Timberwolves lead by 13. All right, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult decisions. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
Back to White from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Edwards. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's 36 points for Anthony Edwards.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 17. Outside White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Celtics trail by 13. And here's Pritchard. He's got 6. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's McDaniels. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Second personal foul. First team.
Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
McDaniels. One shot.
Free throw good, McDaniels. 29 seconds left in the half. Here's Brown. 22 points for him. Hauser outside. Let's go with a 3. Reed with the rebound. McDaniels from long range gets the 3 ball to go. McDaniels got 12 now in this quarter.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 17 at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but I'm a busy man, Ernie. I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas, we got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
We knew they wanted to track me, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Now Brown. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Celtics trail by 16. Now here's Pritchard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
A great move. The defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And Minnesota with possession here. Outside Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brown passes to Keita. White for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Here's the floater. Pass to Keita. Clock at 6. Outside White. Drains the triple. White's got 21 points in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Randall deciding where to go with it. And he makes it on the layup.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Brown for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
White with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Hauser. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Hauser's got 6.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
DiVincenzo driving, and he jams it home with authority.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. He's got 27. Outside Pritchard. Outside White. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Celtics trail by 16. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Puts it up from 17. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 3rd assist of the night. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
The all-around game of this group of players. Here are the assist leaders among the bigs so far this season. 5th on the list, Julius Randle.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
The way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out of the post.
Pritchard with it. He's got 11. Outside White. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. For three. Again, the miss by Boston. Minnesota leading by 18. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. And here's Brown. 27 points for him. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Minnesota's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. DiVincenzo, nice spin off the left rim and in. DiVincenzo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
Here's Pritchard. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Outside Edwards. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pritchard against DiVincenzo. White for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Shoots. And too long on the shot. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Outside Pritchard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Minnesota with possession here. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And Boston calls time here. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Here's Brown. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 47 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Well, the Celtics shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Pritchard, the pass to Keita. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston, no good that time either.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the shot goes down.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just about 33% since this second half started. McDaniels against Brown. Outside White. Here's Brown. 27 points for him. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Edwards, the pass to Randall. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's now 22 points for Julius Randall.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
The Celtics on offense. Outside Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. To snap the cold streak. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
He's lost his momentum in a big hurry. Coming off an excellent quarter, now he just can't find the bucket.
Edwards banked it in off the glass. Edwards has got 49 in the game.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Now Pritchard, 11 points in the game. It's Brown on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Now here's Pritchard. There's a screen. Pass to White. The putback. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Miller's got his first basket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Celtics. They're in 8th place with plenty of games to be played.
You know, for the Celtics, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
Tillman's checked in for Boston. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Tillman passes to Pritchard. Good work there as it goes. Pritchard's got 13.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Over to the wing. Shoots. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Boston shooting only 30% in the third quarter.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And here are the Timberwolves. Conley with the ball. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And here's Pritchard. He's got 13. From outside the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. And Minnesota has possession. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. 5th best, Boston.
When you look at their recent defensive numbers, they've been among the best in the league. I like the energy that they're playing with.
And the first one at the line is good. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Anthony Edwards. And the Celtics also making a change. Simons is checked in for Derrick White. And Clark drops them both. Boston's shooting at 49% so far in the game. Here's Boucher for 3. On target from range. Boucher's got 5 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Ingles driving in. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Pritchard against Conley. Simons outside. Down low. Outside Pritchard. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Pritchard's got 10 points in the quarter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Ingles passes to Conley. Shoots over Pritchard. The shot by Conley, no good. The Celtics shooting a disappointing 38%. Pass to Tillman. Shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Conley. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Rising up with assertiveness, Conley always recognizes when he should shoot off the dribble.
Simons outside to the middle. And there's Pritchard. That's good. On the assist by Simons. Simons got his 4th assist in this one. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Conley, and it comes off the front of the rim. It's tipped, and they'll get another chance. Simons finds Boucher, sinks the tray. Boucher's got 8 points.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Conley. 16 points for him. On the wing, Ingles. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
And it's Simons penetrating, and it's rejected. Got it off in time. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The T-Wolves on top, just dominating this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Minnesota with possession here. On the court right now for the Celtics. We've got Anthony Simons, Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Minot in at the three. Simons outside. The three! Again, Simons missing. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Dillingham. That's short off the rim. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Clark. Boston pulls it in.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive.
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lets it go from the wing. Picked his pocket. Right side Brown. Shot blocked. Here's Dillingham, defended by Brown. Fires it from 18. Another miss by Minnesota. For Boston, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Tillman. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Tillman's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Minot. The shot that time not on target.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Simons with it, picked up by Reed. And here's Brown for 3. Drills it from deep. Brown's got 30.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Puts one up from 19. The shot by Conley, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Left side, Brown. And of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most help and motivation.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Boston making a switch here. Kata's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley against Simons. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
The Celtics have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Kata gets the bucket.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pulls up on the wing, and it falls all over the rim and in. Conley's got 20.
Yeah, there are nights where Conley has to do it himself, and that's a sign of a veteran point guard, knowing when you have to take over.
There's Simons with a 3, and Baron J pulls it down.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Dillingham. Another one falls for Minnesota. Now Simons. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
Shannon. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Shannon's got his first 2 points of the night. To the paint. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Dillingham. Shoots over Brown. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Wow, that's their 10th straight point coming off a mid-range jumper.
The Celtics have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Outside, Brown. Now Boucher. It's good.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Juzang comes in for Dillingham. Boston also changing it up. White, he's checked in for Minot. And Pritchard is subbed in for Simons. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
They set the pick. Inside. Here's Keita. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Ingles. Another one falls for Minnesota. Boston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Boucher outside. From downtown, ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to sieve it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And Minnesota calls time here. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Anthony Edwards.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Here's Shannon. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's White. Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Here's Conley. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Conley's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, this is how Conley plays. Extremely efficient. He just takes what the defense allows.
Outside Pritchard. Elbow shot on the way. Kick out to Brown. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Juzang, defended by Brown. Juzang, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Conley. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Boucher outside. Pritchard against Conley. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got 20 points. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
Drops in the 3. 23 points in the game.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Here's Shannon. He's guarded by White, and Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's gotten 4 this quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Pritchard. The 3. The rebound by Ingles.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Unloads from 13. The rebound, Celtics. Outside, Brown. Queta gets the bucket.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Over Pritchard. And he can't bank that one in. The Celtics shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth. Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And Minnesota with possession here. Outside Conley. Shoots over Pritchard. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 16 in the second half.
He's such a savvy offensive player. Conley's basketball IQ and shot selection are both phenomenal.
Pritchard, no good. The Timberwolves shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Here's Ingles. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Joe Ingles.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Some changes for Minnesota. Miller's checked in for Ingles. Clark comes in for Juzang. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number, but players are making $75 to $80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within, the want to compete against the best on the biggest stage.
White, the pass to Queta, elbow shot. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game. Minnesota's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Miller. Hauser grabs the board. Boston shooting it at 52%.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Here's Dillingham, defended by Pritchard, and Minnesota calls time here. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota with some changes. Highland comes in for Clark, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Dillingham. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Highland. Another miss by Minnesota. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's Brown. Here's Keita. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Brown finds Pritchard beyond the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley. Keita pulls it in. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.